everyone, it's Bethany from Madeline Jean Antiques and Restoration, and Biscuit, if you hear him pitter-pattering on the floor. I'm going to give you guys a quick update what's been going on with our garden. My daughter and I posted a video 2 months ago, just a little over 2 months ago. I believe the date was June 14th, and it's now August 20th. And we did the lasagna method when it comes to raised garden beds. So we thought we'd give you guys an update what's been going outside right through those doors. Madeline's right here. She's reluctant, I think, to help me with this video, but she's like 10 going on 15, but we'll excuse her. I told her I'd take her to Target. I'm like, just help me with an updated video for my YouTube channel on our garden. So I'm going to show you our 3 raised garden beds, how well they're doing, and what I've learned in these last 2 months with my first garden, with our first garden. Actually, I kind of took it over just because she lost interest. You know, it's like a new puppy. She was into it and then just kind of, I think she's getting a little back into it now because it's starting to sprout some vegetables, but let's go take a peek what's going on in the backyard. Okay guys, if you remember, I bought galvanized raised garden beds off Amazon. They were relatively cheap. I think they were like 60 bucks a piece. I bit off a little more than I can chew this year with our first garden, but it was a lot of fun. I've learned a ton, but the garden beds are 8 feet long, 4 feet across, and they're 12 inches in depth. And like I mentioned earlier in the introduction, we did the lasagna method when it comes to our garden this year. The one thing I can say that we did awesome at, we have had, knock on wood, no critters yet get into these garden beds. I put what is the what's that cloth? It's like a metal cloth. I put that on the bottom of each of the garden beds. And then I got this like vinyl poultry fencing that I put around the garden beds as well. And we are out here, we got woods behind us, and nothing has gotten into any of these 3 garden beds. So this is our tomato garden bed. We did a wide variety of tomatoes. They are still green. We got a few that are popping red in color. I was told that it needs to just get colder at night because I guess tomatoes release gases. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. But, and we're in zone 6B, I think. I'm in Rochester, New Hampshire. I think that's what zone we're in. So we're still waiting for our tomatoes to come through. These owls, I got 2 owls here to deter any critters, and I move them frequently because I was told the critters are pretty smart, and if they notice you don't move them, they'll catch on that they're fake. So I make sure I keep moving those around our yard. And so now we'll go to our second garden bed and we'll see how that's going. Okay, the one negative with our tomato bed here that I can see that I did, we put wooden popsicle sticks with the name of the kind of tomato because each of these tomato plants is a different variety, and I marked them with Sharpie marker, but they all disappeared. The Sharpie marker is no longer on the wooden popsicle sticks, so I have no idea what variety each of these tomato plants are, so I'm pretty bummed about that. I guess this is just, you learn this when you garden. Marigolds seem to help with the pests. I was told to put those along the edges of our garden beds, and that seemed to help as well with any type of insect or critter. So that's what I would do differently with my tomato beds next year, is make sure I have them labeled with something that is indestructible to rain. Okay, this is our second garden bed. We have summer squash in this one on this side, and then we have cucumbers on this side. Our cucumbers are just starting to come in. Oh yeah, I see. I'll get a close-up video of them here. Our summer squash are ready to be picked today, so we're going to do that. What I learned with this garden bed, I needed to do a better job with a trellis to support the cucumbers. Again, I'm learning as I go. Next year I will definitely either buy a trellis or make one myself. I have seen a lot of people online in my gardening groups use one with wires, like chicken wire or something, so I'll do a better job of that. We do have a beautiful sunflower that survived. I had sunflowers planted everywhere, and the chipmunks got them, those little bastards. But this one is growing quite nicely, and I'm excited. And we got some corn stalk over here. I only planted a few because I didn't know how well they would grow, but I'm kind of happy. We've got a few stalks growing. So let's go on to our third garden bed, but first I'm gonna do a close-up of our squash and our cucumbers. Okay, you guys, here's a close-up of some of our cucumbers coming in. There's 1, 2 there. And then our squash are here, and we are going to pick those today and get those out of the bed. Okay, this is our last raised garden bed. This one, I call this our dud garden bed. It was hit and miss. The broccoli, we have 3 heads of broccoli growing. The first time that the broccoli sprouted, something, I don't know what it was, a bug, something ate the broccoli, but I just kept watering it, kept fertilizing our garden beds every 10 days, and they came back, so they look like 2 of them are surviving, so maybe a little bit longer and then we can pick our broccoli. And then we have romaine lettuce, we have, I don't know what type of lettuce, because you guys look, see? I want to show you a close-up. These are our popsicle sticks that we labeled with Sharpie marker. There's nothing on them, so I have no clue. I think this was like butterhead lettuce, I'm not sure. And then for just giggles, I put a couple stalks of corn at the end of this garden bed. So next year I'll do a better job with like planning, you know, what vegetables I should grow in each garden bed. But oh, and we have another sunflower sprouting in the back there. So all in all, I'm gonna give our first garden beds this year, I'm gonna give them a solid B. We grew some things which I didn't think that we were gonna be able to do, and our tomatoes are doing awesome. We're gonna have a lot of tomatoes. So we had a lot of success, but I think I just learned what to plant, what not to plant, and just, I guess, better strategies for growing the best crops. So now we are going to go pick our squash, get that out of the garden, and then I'll just do a follow-up on other things that we learned. Okay guys, looks like our squash are ready to be picked. Not too bad for our first. Here, go ahead, hold that baby. Gotta see how many we have in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm counting 7, Madeline. I know. We gotta get to picking. Ugh. All right. I'm not doing a good job of doing my camera work and picking. And I gotta reach over, girly girl. Nice. All right, I'm gonna keep picking. Okay guys, here's our harvest from the straight neck squash. See, I should have done this with our tomato plants, but I didn't. Live and learn. There they are there. You know what? I don't know. Did I wait too long? They've got like bumps on them. I have no idea what I'm doing. So please pipe in on the comment section. This is all we got for zucchini squash. Only 3 of them. There was another one in there, but it was already like soft and moldy. I may have waited too long. Who knows? Maybe y'all can help me when determining to pick your harvest, because I don't know. Again, this is our first garden. I'm learning. Okay guys, here's close-ups of our broccoli. Do you see how we're getting like holes in the leaves? I don't know if that's normal. I don't know if that's a bug eating at it. I don't know if I can pick this yet. I need your input, people. Please help me. I know my romaine lettuce, I don't know what the heck's going on. I think it's shot up. I know there's a word for that. We had a lot of extreme heat here in New Hampshire not too long ago. So I'd love to hear your advice. And one little another side note tidbit, upon labeling our crops differently, I would also, do you notice how much our beds squished down and decompressed So with the lasagna method, I would definitely do more layers next time. I noticed that the soil definitely went down over time, and that's to be expected. I didn't realize how much. So in each of the garden beds, I would have done more of the lasagna method. Okay, you guys, I hope you enjoyed that little update on our garden. It wasn't anything super fancy, but I just wanted to show you our little bit of success rate that we had with not knowing anything. If you guys have like tips, I need like massive information on how to better grow my vegetables. And what can I plant coming this fall? Right now it's August 20th. I'm in zone, I just looked it up just to double check. I'm in 5B. And what can I plant in those garden beds for fall? Because I would love to plant something. So any fall crops that would be awesome to suggest, please drop them in the comment section. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like. If you have suggestions for me, which I'm sure many of you pro gardeners out there, please, if you have a green thumb, help me, because I don't know what I'm doing. If you like this video, please share it and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done yet. And then also, you need to click that bell as well as subscribing, and then you're updated every time I put a new video up. And Biscuit and I, thank you so much for joining us for this quick video, right? It was hot out there, right? You're lucky you get to stay in the AC. Okay, you guys, until next time, here at Madeline Jean Antiques and Restoration, this was a little do-it-yourself gardening video. We'll see